Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I am super excited to have Kathleen J. Lightworker here with me.
I'm super excited to be here.
So, for those of you who do not know, Wellness Wednesday, once a month, I will have a guest reader on so that we can do readings. And so it's Kathleen tonight. And before we dive in, the way I like to do it is to just have Kathleen talk a little bit about herself and her channel. And but before we get in there, doing that and waiting for more people to jump on as
Mhm.
everyone's joining, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up on your way in. Let's see who we have here in the chat. Viviani, hello, hello. Hey, Deanne, good to see you. And of course, Ron. Ron, I always wonder, do you like just, I don't know how Ron does it. Ron and
I
Sharon
know.
Sight, they're just awesome.
I I
Always
know they're always there.
Always.
You
I
know.
love it. I love it. And I'm actually going to be on with Ron, myself, and EQ, the Soul Sisters Tarot, this Saturday on his
Cool.
channel. So super excited about that. Hello, Jeff Bailey. Good to see you. And who else is in here? Joe G and Kathy
Hi,
G. Hello, hello. Hi,
hi, Lisa
Wildflower
Foster.
Wind. Hey, Lisa Foster, Janet P, Tracy. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Again, everyone, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. So, Kathleen, tell us a little bit about yourself
Okay.
and about your channel. Let us know about your channel
Okay.
as well.
Um. Well, let's go all the way back. I was born without a leg, and my mother had the measles in the first trimester of pregnancy,
Hmm.
and I have been empathic all my life. And so, you know, I already had that. But in 2002, I had a brain aneurysm and I died in the back of an ambulance and came back. And from there, it like opened another door. And I was, it took me a long time to get back to where that with all of the physical therapy because I had a brain aneurysm, and it took me a while to get back to that, but back to normal life, And I had it was called Ramsay Hunt syndrome, which is shingles in the ear. A
Oh,
couple of
wow.
years ago, about 3 years ago, and that fractured me in a way that even the brain aneurysm didn't, because of the ringing and the nausea and the pain and all this kind of stuff that would come and go because it was eating at the nerve. And it had me to where that I was afraid to get out of bed. I was afraid to put my foot on the floor because I just it just it was like I was spinning all the time, and I broke my ankle because of it.
Ooh.
And I got so I was so inward looking, at my belly button that I could not I would crawl to the bathroom, or I would, as crawl as best you can with right-sided weakness. I was, and I was stuck. I was broken. And I was watching the the Linda G and Lori with the Way of Positive Change and everybody. And it was when I heard Lori, by the Way of Positive Change, said that she worked through her daughter's death by using the tarot.
Hmm.
And so I bought a deck, and at this time, I was so closed down. I was so inverted that all of my gifts and everything just shut off,
Mhm.
And by using the tarot, learning the tarot, and I got out of bed
Mm.
and my gifts opened back up and expanded
Beautiful.
because of 78 cards of emotion.
Mhm.
And so that's the reason why I tell everybody, if you don't think that you have any of the clairs, any of the anything, you can explore, and it's almost like you're training your intuition,
Mhm.
and you rely on the meanings of the cards until you look at a card and it's like boom, it tells you a story. So it's not,
Yeah.
you don't have to have it before you start.
Exactly. Exactly. What a great message and story. Appreciate you sharing with that, and I'm happy that you found a way.
Yeah.
Something that will bring you back to yourself, to your body, to your gifts, and then so much more, right? Because so much more
Mhm.
has opened up for you. So that's really beautiful. And I saw that someone had asked a question. Where did it go? I think it was Wildflower. Oh, tell us about your NDE.
Okay. Um I they were taking me to the city, and there was two EMTs there, and um because our rural hospitals could not handle a brain bleed. They just, you know,
Mm,
they're more like triage stations, and and you have to go to Oklahoma City or Tulsa for a significant um, thing. And I was laying there, and he was yelling at me and everything, and he was saying, stay focused, and then it was just like a tunnel, you know, appeared, and you know, my guides reached out to me, and I stepped through, and it was like stepping through. It was just energy. It was just light. I didn't see like a glorious picture or anything, but the feeling of unconditional love, the feeling of
mm,
I've never I've never felt that
mhm,
before. And um the guy that I was talking to, told me that I had the choice at this point. I could stay or I could go. He said
mhm,
if I stay, it will be hard.
mm,
But so I had the opportunity to choose at that point. And um, as much as I love my children, and they were, um, it was let's see, 5 and 11.
mhm.
That they were very young when I had, because this was in 2002, and I love my husband. We've been married for 36 years now. But at that moment, of course, I said, yes, I want to go back. But at that moment, it took me a minute
Yeah.
because I just wanted to soak it up a little bit.
Mm,
I just wanted to keep some of that feeling with me, to soak it in. And there were three people there. There was my guide, and there was two others. I think that the other two were my father and my grandmother. because both of them spoke to me for it seemed like a lengthy amount of time, but I don't have any memory of it.
Mhm.
But my father had died of prostate cancer and it had metastasized. So
Mm.
the prostate cancer doesn't grow fast, but it metastasizes to the bone and that grows very fast.
Yeah.
And the um, my father had a bunch of guns and he had a gun safe. And he tried to break in, to get the gun safe open, but mother had changed the combination on it. And because he was paying $10,000 in 96, he was paying $10,000 per treatment. And he knew he was putting her in a financial bind. So I can, and he told me that immediately after the aneurysm, I was going to go through hard times because of the fact that every time I hit rock bottom, I thought about him. And I don't have any memory. I can't even say for sure it was my father, but every time I approached in any way thinking of ending it all after
Mhm.
that, immediately I got a picture of my father and I thought of how it would have affected me, how it would have affected mother, and that brought me back into my body. I kept on saying, "This is not forever. This is not the end,"
Right.
and so I really think that he was one of them, but the other was my grandmother, and I can't remember anything of I mean, it's still hard for me to talk about daddy doing that, and
Mhm.
everything. But I can't put anything that would be traumatic. Why I don't remember what we talked about,
Okay.
you
Wow.
know?
Wow. Well, I really appreciate you sharing your story because what's really beautiful about it too is just by you sharing with others and sharing your experience of what you've gone through and where you are now, I think it gives a lot of people hope. A lot of people sometimes feel like, well, life is too hard. I can't do this. I saw in the comments somewhere someone wrote, I want to experience unconditional love. I don't know what that feels like. And really what it comes down to is us, the work that we do on ourselves, the things that we put us through. So in order to experience unconditional love, we really need to work on that love within ourselves first.
Yes, exactly.
So please, for anyone that feels that way, like, I don't know what that feels like, I don't know what that is, take that time to do the work on yourself. So many of us are like, oh well, to get a teacher or a mentor or to go get healing work or whatever modality you choose to, they're like, oh, that's too expensive, or I don't want to, my family needs this and this person needs that. And so we neglect ourselves.
Hmm.
And the more that we feed ourselves and take care of ourselves, we can take care of others. But you have
Yeah,
to do that for yourself. And you can just tell that you have done the work for yourself and where you are now. And we're always a work in progress, people.
I know.
Telling everyone it's not something that's easy and it's like a one and done kind of
Well,
thing.
that's just like the negative self-talk.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it I can I would never say to anybody else what I say in my head to myself,
Hmm.
you know? And I've had to work on that and it's still to where that I just knee jerk start it and then no. And I talk to myself like a real person instead
Yes.
of just, you know, and it's so pervasive because you don't think about how you're talking to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, and you're training yourself to believe what you feed yourself. So,
Yes.
why not
Yes.
why not feed yourself with good stuff, right? We wanna do that. We wanna feel
Exactly.
good. When we beat ourselves down, we're gonna continuously do that. I was in that same boat many years ago,
Mhm. Mhm.
consistently saying horrible things about myself to myself.
Yeah.
And, now I'm just like, yeah, I give myself all the loves and good feels, even when I mess
Yeah.
up, I'm like,
I mean,
"Okay."
and it was doing that, actually giving myself a little love, giving myself
Mhm.
a break that really helped me because I still have migraines because of the brain aneurysm and I still have all kinds of stuff,
Yes,
but I can bounce back because I am before when I talk to myself so horribly and everything else, I wouldn't ever get out of the hole.
right.
I was always in the hole. I just kept digging it deeper.
Mhm, mhm. Absolutely, absolutely. So everyone, we're going to do some questions and stuff tonight. I just wanted to give Kathleen the opportunity to talk a little bit about herself, to share information about her and talk a little bit about her channel.
Oh
So as
yeah.
we're talking here, please feel free to start putting, if you have a question, go ahead and put that in the
Please, please,
chat.
please.
I'll be starring those. And so when did you start your channel, Kathleen?
Um, I think I did a couple of videos in like April, and then I got um sick again, and I started back in July. So I'm really counting July because I was
Yeah.
so sporadic. So July is when I have faithfully kept it going.
Okay.
And I I I I didn't want to start a YouTube channel because I'm just not um I'm not computer literate. I'm not any, all these kind of things. But um Linda G, she said a million times, they just won't shut up. They just won't shut up. And so that was kind of, the impetus because my guides had started telling me, why don't you start a YouTube channel? Why don't you start a
Mhm.
YouTube channel? And I was like, I am not, look for Obi-Wan, you've got made a mistake. This is not the YouTuber you're looking for. But
But isn't
it,
that a
it
beauty? I mean, look how doesn't that feel good that that's another obstacle you overcame, right? You
right,
got out of your own way of saying, "I'm not tech savvy. I can't do a YouTube channel," and look
right,
where you are,
yeah,
right? Doesn't that
yeah,
feel good?
yeah, it
Like,
does,
amazing. We learn as we go, and I think
right.
for a lot of people that haven't done this, it's a lot of work for sure. And always still learning something new. I mean, there's still a heck of a lot of stuff that I don't know, but I think when we kinda come at it from a different perspective, like, "Okay, this could be fun," or, "I'm just gonna be patient with myself as I learn these
Mhm.
different things," and then things begin to open up a little bit more. So, where do you feel that you are now compared to where from when you started?
I am a lot more comfortable. You can ask Ron. Ron kind of held my hand at first because I was like hyperventilating. But when he he's just like, it's cool.
Mhm.
Just go with the flow. Don't panic. Don't panic. And he really helped me. But it's it was so outside my comfort zone.
Mhm.
So, you know, that was it was I could read for people just fine. But you put me in front of a camera and you know, several people in the room and I'm like
Well, this is one thing that I always say, and also when I work with clients, the work that I do, I always share with them, you have to step out of your comfort zone sometimes. We have to
Mhm.
get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. And that's
Ha
probably one of the biggest
change.
issues. Yeah. And that's one of the biggest issues in our society, in our world, because people don't want to be uncomfortable.
That's
If you
right.
wanna understand the problems, you wanna understand what's going on in this world, you wanna understand, the fight that a lot of people are experiencing and going
Mhm.
through, you have to allow yourself to be uncomfortable to understand that. You may not get it because you're not walking in that individual's shoes, but if you
Mhm.
allow yourself to, get in that uncomfortable have those uncomfortable conversations, right? Get into that
Yes.
uncomfortable space, then
Exactly.
that's when we can move into more a comfortable feeling again, and then we do
Mhm.
it all over again. So it's allowing yourself to do that. That's how we grow, that's how we expand, and we learn. There's so much to be learned, and
Yeah.
it's wonderful. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, and on my channel, I do mostly I do politics sometimes every once in a while, but mostly it's spiritual and you know, I- to me it's like all the divination part of yeah this is gonna come in and all this kind of stuff, yes I will get a car in a week,
Mhm.
well that is that everybody's free will is involved in that. It's
Right.
not anything I can hand you this, but because free will is an active universal law, it may or may not happen. But if you ask me a spiritual question or a shadow read or something about you that you need,
Mhm.
I can do that. I can,
Beautiful.
help you grasp what's going on. But I like the divination because the first thing anything that politics or whatever that is driving me crazy, I get out my cards.
Yes, isn't that the great thing to do, right? You just pick up your cards when you have a question about something, or if I don't feel like, because I have my cards kind of in a couple of bins, I'll just pull out my pendulum, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, that's great. Well, we do have a couple of questions, so let's go ahead and dive in, and I know we're gonna get some more here. So, wildflower wind. Will I move this year? Oh, Sandy. Hello, Sandy. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. So Sandy wants to know, move. So Sandy, I'm feeling like it may not be this year, possibly next year. Sandy,
I got a no on my pendulum.
yeah, and I got a standstill. Oh, it's,
So it may still
yeah.
be
Let me ask about next year.
next year feels better. Let's see.
Yeah, I got a strong yes on next year.
Yeah, next year feels better. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's take a look of what's going on with this move, and I think I want to use.
Okay. Okay. Um, you feel that your your joy and your you are excited. You want to you that you have the inspiration to do this. Um, and you have the will, the control to get it done. But looking at the big picture, you may need more planning
Mm,
to be able to you need to talk to more people in your bubble, in your situation. Maybe I'm thinking about that maybe a job. Um, but you will find satisfaction. You will be independent. You will do this. But I'm just not seeing it this year.
Mhm. Sandy, is there another woman involved with this decision as well regarding the move? Because I'm showing another woman here. Let me just see something here. No, interesting. It could be possibly or someone that's coming in, could be like a realtor or someone along that lines, but I'm showing another
Mhm.
woman in this. So I have this card could be like a move, you know, a powerful move, like something big. This is the key, right? This is the key to the home that you want to, but there's a delay. It's on hold.
Mhm.
It's on hold. This is you looking at having to make a decision about something that's coming up. So there's a decision that needs to be made. Right under that decision is this woman, I think, who's going to help you make this decision, whoever this person is.
Mhm.
Um, but I have also here the kind of like the moving card leaving, and there's a lot of worry around it. But there's a communication, something that's holding up the communication, but it's going to be revealed in time because right underneath that is the details, taking a closer look
Mhm.
at this. And this woman who's going to help with the decision about the move. All right. And then I also got like an ending and a new phase that'll be coming. Um, so I feel like it's going to happen, but it's just not, it's not going to happen this
Not
year.
as
I feel like,
Yeah,
yeah.
not as soon as she wants it to happen, I
Yeah.
don't think.
There's some more things that need to be
Hashed
decided
out.
on and taken a look at. So, yeah, we wish you a lot of luck with that. All right. Just want to make sure. Again, if you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. Just make sure if you can put like emojis around it, all caps, that makes it a little easier to find them and make sure I don't miss them. All right. This is oh, you're welcome, Sandy. Lisa Foster, do you see any like-minded friends coming into my life? Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe this summer because I saw um people laughing along a some sort of beach. It could be like ocean beach or lake beach, but I saw laughter, fun, you know, and dogs um running in the water. So maybe sometime this summer.
And you got to get out more, Lisa. You got to get out more. And this is just me. I mean, that's what I heard, get out more, but this is just me speaking as far as that. Sometimes when it comes to meeting like-minded people, um, now more people are starting to be a little more adventurous going out and seeing
Mhm.
different things. But I always tell people to your comfort level, what feels comfortable to you. And so if it feels comfortable to you, you might want to check out like some type of meetup group.
Mhm.
Those are the best things. Like I used to go pre-COVID, right? I would do these meetup groups for travel. because it's
Oh,
one of my
yeah?
favorite things that I love to do. And I didn't know anyone. And I would just go and I would sit because what's fun about that is that you're there to experience something that you enjoy. So I didn't put the pressure on meeting people. I just went to listen about travel because they would have different speakers and people come in and then happen, because they had food and stuff like that. And I would just start talking people. Again, this is the whole you got to be uncomfortable to get
Mhm.
comfortable again. And that's very uncomfortable for me. I don't like, it's challenging to strike
Right.
a conversation with someone you don't know, for me, anyhow. But the more I do it, the easier it's getting for me. So things like that, finding different people that you can connect with in that type of format. Different things that you enjoy doing. Hiking, I don't know if that's your thing, but if there's hiking groups, there's walking groups, uh,
Mhm.
all those different kind of things. Yeah, you
Yeah, it's
said
funny that you said she needed to get out more, and I saw her on a beach with dogs and
mhm,
laughing at with other people. So, but I don't
yeah,
know why she's got dogs. Like it's like I couldn't tell. I don't know if they're kind of like his, mine, and ours, but there was like six dogs, and I was going, wow.
oh,
Usually
wow.
when I meet I'm talking about people. I
Yes,
don't
yes.
have that
Well,
many
Ron put
puppies.
people that likes, animal groups.
Yeah, that might be.
There you go. Okay, yes, okay, good. So you do meetup groups, awesome. Yeah, keep that up and, be patient with the process, allow yourself and setting the intention. When I go out today for this group, I'm going to talk to at least 3 people. Just strike up
Hmm.
random conversation with 3 people and allow yourself to do that each time that you go. You go with a walking group. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Yeah, when you go and walking, I think it's a little easier to make conversation because you have so much going on around you. Be like, "Oh, look at this. Look at that. How do you feel about that? What do you think of this?"
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My cards are great. So I got the lovers for you. And this is not necessarily a love connection, but just a connection in general. You're going to meet someone. I got the 10 of cups. And I feel like those are the groups that you're doing. Just harmony and meeting with different people. I also got temperance. So allowing yourself to create that balance, you still want to always have balance in your life. And I have the wheel. And I feel like you're going to come on top here. You're going to meet your tribe. The 10 of swords. I know you're searching, you're looking, but that offer is going to come in. The offer's coming. And at the base of the deck, there's the 8 of pentacles. So you're going to
Hmm.
have a lot of offers, a lot of friendships coming in. Just be patient. It's look underneath, that's the 6 of pentacles. What you put out is what you're going to get in return. So you got to work at it too, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you know, you have to take a leap of faith and go in with, you don't have to say, do you believe in extraterrestrials and tarot readers? You could start a conversation by um, saying something about yoga, about, you know, um, the law of attraction, about, you could do something that was a little more mainstream to see where their thought process is on it.
Hmm.
It's so often because we don't know how to approach a situation, we shy away from it. But if you think of several different things to different conversation starters, you would be amazed at how many people are actually much more like minded to what you are than you think the average people are. Um, you need to have a more balance with working around people. I'm Because you think a lot of times it's not worth the effort that you need to put into it. And because of past heartbreaks, this is it's a learned behavior. But planting seeds is the only way to grow anything. Don't let past things steal your joy.
Mm.
And you can have abundance of friends, have that camaraderie, have that the need that we have for our tribe, our family, it can be fulfilled if you just get out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Well, I think she just shared, she's like, she's talkative, so good. You know what I think too, yeah, she says, "Good. I'm feeling very isolated right now." Um, Lisa, I just got a hit for you that to start your own meetup group and maybe do something. If you like walking, title it maybe something like the Spiritual Walkers or something like that,
Mhm.
and create your own tribe as opposed to depending on going out there and trying to fit into somebody else's tribe. I'm
Mhm.
feeling very strong about that for you. So you might want to consider that. And it may start off with maybe just a couple of people, but it can grow. Because sometimes, the smear, she said, "Oh my God, yes." So yeah, you hit that one, Kathleen. She said, afraid of getting hurt again and again.
Yeah.
That's one of the things of being human.
Mhm.
We're bound to get hurt, but you know what? It makes us stronger and we learn lessons from that. And, but if we shelter ourselves from not getting hurt and not allowing ourselves to be in a vulnerable place, we're going to miss out on so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, life is what you make it.
Hmm.
And if you're not living every moment, you're missing so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
There is a difference between surviving and living.
Absolutely. Yeah. Giving you a big, big hug. Um, Let us know how that works out for you. I think I feel really good about you starting your own meetup. So just think about it. Think about it. All right. Um, Hard to get along with
Yeah.
humans, Wildflower says. Uh, Only if we feel that it is. If we allow ourselves to believe it, then it's going to feel that.
Hmm.
So,
I mean, it's so. If you take the full card, if you take the innocence of a child to where that they haven't experienced hurt, they just try to do whatever they want to do,
mhm,
and then you know so maybe the full card in that reading was a little bit more about go ahead, approach it with the innocence of a child. Forget about it was a new beginning. Forget
mhm.
about that trauma in the past. Start a brand new thing with fresh eyes.
I love that. Um, Good one, Joji. Tea and Tarot meetup. Very cute. Very cute. Love that. That's a great one. I mean, there's so many, it's like endless of the different things you can think of.
Right.
Uh,
My guides have any messages for me, Saya?
Hi, Saya. Nice to see you. Welcome. And everyone just joining, or don't forget to hit that thumbs up and to subscribe to Kathleen's channel as well
Yes.
as mine if you're new here. But I put Kathleen's, and I've seen a couple people have been posting your link. Thank you, everyone who's
Thank
doing the
you.
posting.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But I also have it in the description right underneath this video here. So, uh,
That's
all right, see ya. Hmm.
Guides have any messages?
See, I'm feeling a lot of energy around you. Like, it feels like you're a powerhouse, but yet you're not tapping into your fullest potential.
Potential. Yeah.
And yeah, I feel a lot of strong energy around you, girl. But you
Yeah. I feel like think she's already getting messages from her guides. She's just not realizing it. And I see a lot of, for some reason, I see a lot of pink and green, um, just shivery energy around her. And I'm I'm thinking that she either has some budding clairs or something something's going on here.
Hmm. Yeah, the message I'm getting is for you to kind of reminds me of like the Wizard of Oz. It's like, because they're like, come from behind the curtain.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like, the Oz, the great, mighty, powerful Oz, and he's
yeah,
hiding behind this curtain. And it's
yeah.
like they're telling you to like pull that curtain back, come out and just really tap into your potential of what you have.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, and I heard it's not work, it's not work. Just be.
hmm.
Just let go and be.
There it is. I was waiting to see if this was going to jump out. That's why I pulled this deck. That's what I'm feeling from you. That's my volcano card,
Ooh.
power card. Whoosh. There's a lot of energy there, my dear. Look, this is at the base of the deck. You got to breathe. You have to breathe. I also got that, to allow yourself to learn how to ground yourself more, um, and get ready for an adventure. If you're ready to come behind that curtain, from behind that curtain, you're going to start a new adventure for yourself, to really tap into that power that I'm feeling for you. But you just have to allow yourself to relax and to breathe. And yeah, like don't get so caught up into how and why and all these different things. And you might want to, if you're not already, you might want to consider taking some classes,
Hmm.
to just help where you can get some of your questions and things answered. But that's what I got for you.
Hmm. I got um the Two of Wands. To She needs to look laser focus. Um, she can have a celebration. Look at the little bears. She can have a celebration with this and truly experience it in, when we always think of everything has to be like fanfare and trumpets blowing and all this kind of stuff, but actually some of the most impactful moments of my life has been very private. And that, it's seeing the going from the big showy things to realizing how important the leaves on the trees are
Mm,
and
mhm.
things like that. It's the refocus, because we've got, you know the wheel of fortune, and we have the eight of swords and the six of swords. So, you know get out of of your own way is what I'm
Mhm.
seeing this as. It's not, it's not stop with the thinking. just just stop and realize how much you can gain if you just let go.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what these cards say to me. I mean, it's like you really will have a a celebration even if it's private
Right.
because of it's that gratitude of when you let go, you you almost get chills because of how much of a relief it is, and then everything comes flooding in. That's what I got.
Beautiful. Well, CS says amazing. That resonates so much. Love to everyone. So, yeah, we're sending you many blessings. Yeah. Okay. All right. Any questions? Normally, I have a ton of questions by now. Everybody's a little quiet tonight, or they're just here to listen. Unless I miss somebody. So again, if you have a question, please go ahead, put it in all caps, little emojis, little things to make sure that these little weak eyes can see it. And hit the thumbs up because I hardly ever wear my glasses, only when I'm working. Hey, Bonnie Anderson, never late, right on time. Good to see you. Uh, I was going to ask you, yes, Kathleen, what is your favorite deck, whether it's Oracle or Tarot?
mm. Oh,
I got
that's hard.
you.
I mean, I I love the light seers, but this is the Star Tarot, and that's pretty nice too. It's
Mhm.
and then there's the deck of oppositions that you can. It shows you a picture of what it means upside down, and it shows a picture, you know, right side up. So it is so much easier with my brain aneurysm for me to actually remember the reverse meanings when the picture changes. So, oh, I guess I would have to be the lightsaber seers because
Yeah,
it's it's the oldest one I got.
I love the Light Seers too. That was actually, well, no, I can't say it was my first tarot deck. I did have these little tiny miniature African tarot cards that were
Mm-hmm.
called to me that I had purchased, and that was at a time I didn't know tarot at all. I was like,
Right.
interesting. And then I got the Rider Waite card, but they just weren't really talking to me. Like it took me a while to.
Exactly.
And then when I
I
got the
had
Light Seers, it was like,
And
like
that's
all this.
what happened to me. It was like I was trying to learn it. I was trying to learn it, and then I just had a regular rider weight thing, and then I got the light seers, and it was like, ba-dam!
Yep.
It just right on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, everyone's different. It comes in different messages and ways. And so that's why I love about the cards. And Ron, to answer your question, those were the elemental oracle cards that I was using. I got these from Lil Bro. He was the one that introduced me to those, and I just love them. Like as soon as I saw him using them, I was like same thing. It's like whoosh.
yeah.
Oracle is really my thing, and so they speak volumes. Oracle cards to
Hmm.
me, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I love. I've got with Oracle. I've got shamanic
Oh, I have those
dream,
too. Yeah, those are great.
and the other one that is really one of my favorite. I mean, I have tons, but um, angels and ancestors.
I have
I
those too.
really,
Yeah,
I
I love
really,
those. Hmm.
mm-hmm.
Especially doing all types of ancestral type questions. Those are amazing for those. We do have another question. And again,
Yay.
guys, we're taking questions here. So get them in, all caps emojis, so I can see them. But Joji would like to know a message from Spirit. All right, Joji. So, Joji, I'm feeling this transition that's either you're going through it right now or there's going to be something coming up for you. And what I'm hearing is they're saying keep your feet planted firmly on the ground so that you
And
don't like get kind of caught up, like going like this. I'm seeing kind of like this, but your feet are firmly planted, so you're not going anywhere because you don't want to get swept up with this transition. Uh, but it doesn't feel like anything bad. It's just like it's going to be, a lot going on, and they want you to just to find the calm, like the peace within it.
I'm not sure why, but um, they said you need to really pay attention to your hydration right now.
Mm.
Um, I, I usually don't get things like that, but that's what I got. I don't know if I don't know why that would have anything to do with anything, but
Are you getting enough water, Joji? I mean, that's an important message for everyone.
yeah, yeah.
We always need to stay hydrated.
But
Yes, thank you, Viviani, for entertainment purposes only.
oh, thank you, Kathleen. I've been eating oranges and fruit because I feel dehydrated. Lots of water. Yeah.
Mhm. All right, where's my?
Well, they agree with you. You need water.
Oh, Deanne wants a smoothie for Jay. Is Jay in there sending out?
Ooh.
Yes. You don't have a wrench, Sherry. Well, let me take care of that right now, my dear. When you're in StreamYard, I can't see who has or who doesn't.
That's good.
Let's see. We're going to take care of that right now. There you go. Boom. 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 And there we go. All right. Okay, facts and fiction. I got your question started.
Okay.
Deanne, I
I'll go
got
ahead
you.
and I'll
Go
go ahead
ahead.
and go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you right now, you you feel like you need comfort. You need stability, and you have the ability to reach for that. And you have come to realize just how much taking care of you means to your comfort level. You realize that self care has to be a number one priority. You got the star card and the strength card. You're you are your strengths are in your abilities to give it to source. Your strengths are your hopefulness. Your strengths are attaching yourself to a star. Um, you know that as long as you keep going forward, keep putting one foot in front of the other, you will reach your destination. Sometimes illusions and choices become too many, and we have to step back and look for our opportunities. Take a more of a studious approach to whittle down our choices and our um, opportunities. But you have a very good grasp on your comfort level and how to get there.
Mm.
So, I mean, you're doing good, chick.
Yeah, so I pulled the clouds, and I feel like this is a little bit of that transition, that's feels like it's probably gonna be coming, but it's what you make of it. I got create yourself. It's what you make of it, and I feel like with your feet planted firmly on the ground, that I got the fish, which is abundance. So it's just going to be a little bit of a shift. This is the voyage to me. This represents the challenge. Again, what you bring into it. This is the miracles cards, and just keeping it simple. Just keep it simple. Just allow yourself to breathe. This is at the base of the deck here, hugging you. So be patient with yourself in the process, hug yourself, do whatever's necessary to keep your feet planted, feeling grounded, and you're going to get through it just fine. So that's the message that comes through. So sending you lots of love and blessings, Joji. Joji says, wow, thank you, Kathleen. My favorite cards too. Thank you. I've worked hard to clear the path for all coming after me in this endeavor. Very grateful. Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, good. And it's part of your daily mantra. Good. Beautiful. All right. Tracy, how does my summer look in general? Mm.
Cards.
Tracy, overall, it feels good. It feels like what I'm hearing is just allow yourself to have fun. Allow yourself to let go. Uh, it's funny now. I'm getting like a lake, a water reference. It's like kicking off your shoes and just running and jumping, doing like a cannonball into the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. Just have fun.
Yeah, let loose and have
Yeah.
fun. I'm gonna pull a couple of cards on that. Let me see. She's like, yes. Hey, Arlene. Jay, are you all partied out from your birthday yesterday? Looks like you had a great time. I'm happy for you. Thank you, Deanne. Yes, don't forget to subscribe to both of our channels, but Kathleen's information is in there. And to hit that thumbs up while you're here.
So you don't miss a single show.
Or you come back and check out the shows afterwards, because I know there's so many people doing shows and it's a challenge. I totally get it. Oh, Jay still has energy left. Okay, that's that young blood. Good, little bro. You do you. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a great time. Girl, yeah, you're gonna have a good summer. Good, 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 Summer. So I got the star for you. And just getting out there, doing your thing. Make it about you. Like, what is it that you want to do? What do you want to experience, right? It's all about having experiences. I got the page of coins. I feel like whatever you create in desire, like if you have something that you want to try something new, then get out there and do that. Got the justice card.
Me too.
Don't get yourself in the midst of any craziness. Let people onto their own accord. I feel like a lot of times that uh, we find ourselves being the peacemaker or the person that's always in the middle of things or trying to take care of things, and not to say not to, but just to make sure that you keeping yourself very balanced. Look at how she's like right in the midst of this here. But the best thing, I got the sun for you. Look at that. Look how her hair is just flowing. It's summertime. She's taking
Mhm.
care of herself. Look at that butterfly, right? That
Yeah.
transformation.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, my dear, look at this. And I feel like that if you don't take advantage of that, this is going to be you. This is the Eight of Blades. Uh, like the dogs are howling, the baby's crying, and she's like, "Let me out! I just want to get out." So take advantage of this time. Go out and do something for you. Have a good time.
Yeah. Um, I laid down a couple of different types of cards because it kind of was, but you need the clarity. You have the inspiration. This is cause and effect. You're going to get out of it what you put into it.
Mm.
As well as justice kind of stuff anyway. But cause and effect is at the base of the justice card, and you have to let go of any fears that you have. It seems like it's one of those things that fear keeps us inside. Fear keeps us away from other people. Fear keeps us locked in. And by balancing that fear, you can see these are the bats. You can see so many things that you could not see with your eyes.
Mm.
You realize how the the pinnacle, the tower of of you know of a great castle, it takes all walking all those stairs to get to the pinnacle to see that view. You have angelic help. You have the strength. All you need is you to actually do things. So
Mhm.
don't let fear cloud what you want to do, is what I got.
Lovely. Yeah, she said she's will be spending the summer around family, a lot of family, and her
Cool.
beautiful grandkids. So yeah, and that's beautiful. Just make sure you do something for you. Enjoy the family, absolutely,
Mhm.
but make some Tracy time.
Yeah, because that could be the fear that I'm talking about, because we get so programmed to take care of everybody else. It's almost a fear of, oh, if I take time for myself, everybody else is going to suffer. They're just going to suffer, you know. And
Yeah,
I'm like, no, no, they won't.
you'll be okay.
They-
You'll be okay. Yep, for sure. DM, these are which one? The Oracle ones? These are the Elemental Oracle that I was using earlier, but these here, this is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Oh, there you are, Tracy. You're on the cover there. That's the sun card. So, all right. Enjoy. Have a wonderful time. Oh, good. She says, oh, yes, my sisters and I have a blast. Awesome.
Good.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Facts and fiction. Hello. Welcome. I had a dream that said, don't forget about July 23rd. It's so specific. And
Hmm.
I remembered it so. I wonder what it means. Wow, that is very specific.
Mhm.
Hmm, I'm not getting any hits on that. I'm gonna pull a few cards to see if at least we can get an idea of what this might be. What do I want to use? Hmm. All right, Bonnie, I got you. Got your question. Okay, don't forget about July 23rd. Don't forget.
Don't forget.
Hmm. All right. I think it's something important, whatever it is.
Mhm.
And don't stress when you see this. I did the first card I pulled was the Tower. But for me, what this is representing is that it's something important. What that is the question, why it's important. And I feel like, did you feel yourself kind of like, well, you said you remembered it. I'm wondering, did it feel intense for you when you
Mhm.
felt that? Because that could be the intensity of that Tower card too, of when you got that message. Um, and I got the Four of Blades, which basically is the Four of Swords. And you notice how this person is just kind of camped out and thinking about things. And then it's almost like they're taking a solo journey. Same here with the Three of Coins, even though that's kind of clever. But see how that person's kind of going down the canal there by themselves. It felt a little intense or memorable. Yeah. And it feels like I'm hearing like self journey, inner journey, something
Mhm.
about an inner journey. But then I have the Six of Cups here, which feels more of like a coming together of something. And then the Empress. And if you note, I use these cards because there's so much detail in it. And I wanted to see if there was a story or something that played out that would give me a little bit more information. Um, would you by chance know, facts of fiction, if is there a loved one or someone that might have crossed over on that date? I think you would have probably thought of that if it had, but I'm just wondering, maybe someone you hadn't thought of or something, or someone's trying to give a message to you.
Mhm.
What'd you get, Kathleen? I'm curious to see if some of our stuff is.
Yeah. I got. Um. Uh, this is like a caution sign. Pay attention. Um. The rose. This is a gift to make you aware. It's going to be. This is a tornado, which is it's the whirlwind. It's going to shake things up. But when you come at it through the eyes of a child, you will see that this is the tree. You will see that you have to have this for roots, for stability. Um, and then I did this one, a warning that's for your benefit, a handshake, and eventually you will get to happiness. But there's the breakup, and this says illness, but it's like a time of of the Four Swords, a
Mhm.
time of inverted,
Inner
to get there,
reflection. Mhm.
to think about the purity and the secrets of life. I'm thinking this is something. It's something profound, but it's something that you need to look into you when on this date.
Yeah. Um, a suggestion is to whatever you can remember of that is to journal and write it all down. And between now and then, if anything else comes up, it feels like pieces of a puzzle that will start coming together. And it feels
Mhm.
like maybe just more of a message. Facts and Fiction says, my dad's birthday is July 22nd, and he already passed away on Father's Day, 2015. Um, so July is big, a lot going on in July,
Right,
which is, or no, Father's Day is June, excuse me. Father's Day is June. But that's interesting that his birthday is a day away from this date that,
right.
uh,
So, you know, and one of the things that you can do is when you go to lay down, of course, put your dream journal beside your bed first. But you know, you can center yourself, and you don't have to necessarily go completely into meditation, but center yourself and put the suggestion of what do I need to know about this, and then go to sleep. And your guides can help you in that way.
mhm, beautiful. Keep us posted on that.
Yeah, that's
Sending
very
you,
interesting.
yeah, sending you a lot of love in that. I, I, I feel like it's going to come together for you. You just got to
Yeah,
make sure you journal on it.
the one card that this the thing about this tornado, this whirlwind, is you have to clear things out to find, when you're doing cleaning out your closet, you make a mess of your entire bedroom, but finally you can see everything and get it cleaned out and things put back in, and you feel so much better. You've got to get that the old stuff out
Mhm.
before you can greet the new.
Are you talking to Facts and Fiction, or are you talking to me?
It
No, I know. I'm like, oh, she's talking to me too. I'm like, my
well,
closet's a hot mess right now. I got so much spring cleaning to do, and I'm like avoiding it. Yes, it's so true, though. You got to switch up that energy for sure. For
mhm,
sure.
mhm,
So that's for everybody.
yep.
Yes. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, Deanne's sharing about your meditations and how beautiful they are. So make sure everyone goes and listen to her meditations. Love that. Okay. Um, yeah, exactly. Facts and Fiction says, I also need to clean out my closet. So that's always a good thing. Yes, it is. All right. Deanne is up. How
Anything
does
spirit
my
wants.
spring and summer look? Anything spirit wants me to know? Hmm. I almost feel like it almost feels like summer's gonna be good for everybody this
I
year.
know, I know.
I'm like, I just felt like for you, Deanne, it was just like all this new energy. And
Mhm.
it just feels really light. It feels good. It feels I heard when I said when I said new energy, I heard new experiences. So I feel like there's going to be Ian, are you a little bit of a daredevil or always wanted to be a little bit of a daredevil? Because I'm feeling kind of like this on the edge kind of living, kind of like and it doesn't mean that you've done it, or it could be things like you secretly kind of wanted to do. Like I've kind of feel like, what do they call that stuff when people jump out of planes and bungee jumping? There's a term for that. Extra something. Help me out here, guys.
Extra.
Extreme sports. That's what I was trying to come up with.
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay.
the extreme sports.
You
That's
can
that's
tell I don't have anything to do with them.
well, see, I'm an extreme sport kind of person. I've kind of calmed down a little bit, but I've jumped out of a plane. I've done a parasail and all that kind of, yeah, extra crazy. That's it. Yeah, you might not want to do that, but just like to get crazy, have fun. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a nut.
I think I I see I see there's lots of laughter and joy coming at you. You maybe with your grandkids or something. There's lots of of just laughter and joy. Um, um, I think I think you're a little overwhelmed, but I see that I see you. It's almost like you breathe. You finally realize that you just need to breathe and go with the flow instead of resisting. Because when we resist, when we tense up, you know, that slows everything down, yes, but it puts so much stress on us. And when we just let go and go with the flow, it's just a lot easier. And so I think that seeing all that laughter and everything, I think that's she she learns to let go a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, she says, "No, my body is broken." Laughing, girl. I know. Me too here. That's why I don't do a lot of this stuff anymore. In my mind, I do. And if I could do that stuff, I would love to. Always wanted to skydive. Yeah, I feel like that you so have that kind of energy. Like that's what you would do. And as Kathleen was talking and I was pulling my cards, my cards were pulling out exactly what you were saying. So I love this because this is the expansion, right? It's time for you to just expand and to explore. And it doesn't have to be that extreme. There's different things that you can do that gives you that feeling of living on the edge, but you don't necessarily have to do those type of things anymore. Allowing yourself not to get stuck in the energy. This is the dark matter card. You see how like things are just whirling around her, allowing yourself to move out of that space, and that's the movement card I got here. Motion, moving out of that, moving into something that feels so good and feels so right for you. Yeah, look at that. I pulled another card, the moon card, the darkness, moving out of the dark into the sun. Um, Giving the warm and fuzzies, the home card, giving you those warm and fuzzies, tapping into that, what feels good to you. So I think it's going to be good for you. I think it's going to be. I also got pulled a couple of cards here of solitude. So allowing yourself to working with it's like, what is that? What does Deanne want to do for fun? What do I want to do?
Mhm.
Oh, look at these. See, I tell you,
Oh, I
ignite
love
your
that.
fire.
Oh, I love that deck, honey.
Yep.
Oh,
Tap in. This is the passion card. Tap into your passions. And look at all that power that's coming.
mm.
I'll stop. I can keep going, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I could just keep turning over cards.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Uh, but you know, you are going towards smoother waters.
Mhm,
You have that gift offered to you of just let go and breathe, honey.
mhm,
You felt a lot of just um not anxiety, but just um you think so much about your health dragging you down that you've looked at things with lackluster eyes, but you're beginning to realize that you have so much love to give and to receive. And you end with the triumph card. So I'm thinking that it's just a matter of how you look at it,
mhm.
being that, you know, yeah, your feet swell when sit up for 4 hours. Well, don't do that. you know, you can go on a live for a couple of hours and then put your feet up and, have some me time. And
Yeah.
then if you want to go on somebody else's channel, you can. But always, you've got to put that me time into it. And then I think you're really, once you discover that it's all right to take care of me,
Mhm.
you you will blossom. You will have so much fun when you take care of you first.
Yeah. Beautifully said. Yeah, Deanne says, yes. Where'd it go? Yes, I feel I'm moving out of a lot of darkness into light. You guys all helped me to get out of it. All right.
Oh,
Keep going. You got this. You got this for sure. And it's important for all of us to listen and to honor our bodies.
mm-hmm.
So important. So we got to take care of these vessels for
Yep. The
sure.
only one we got.
That's the only one.
Yep.
All right, we have two more questions. Bonnie, messages from her guides. Thank you, Tracy, for posting all the
Mhm.
links and everybody else who's posting. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Bonnie. Hmm. So, Bonnie, the first thing I heard was let go and let God. And it's like there's just sometimes things are just out of our hands, out of our control. And
Mhm.
really, the only thing that we can control is how we react and deal with everything that goes on in our lives. So, just allowing yourself to breathe and I'm gonna pull a few cards.
Yeah. I'm I'm getting that you really like it's there's either you have choices to make or you're confused by something. Um, but you know, like Sonia said, let's see how I
Yeah,
can't
it's always
point.
the opposite than what you think it is. Yeah, I know. I do that all the time. I'm like, "Mm, uh,
this one, this way, this way, this way. Like Sonya said, let go and let God. You know, if you have a decision to make that after you have taken all things into consideration, if there still is not a qualifying factor, let it go. Let it rest for a while because you will find a quantifying factor.
Mhm.
It's not, you know, you've got to accept that some things you can't change and go on.
So, Bonnie, what I pulled for you is the clouds. So, just, the clouds represent feeling confused, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. That's what I was feeling. And, that's where the message let go and let God. Um, and when dealing with life, dealing with situations, setting intentions, learning to move energy to create positive change. So when I wake up every morning, I set the intention of what kind of day that I want to have because I want to push that into having a great energy for that day. Some days I wake up and I'm just like, I want to do this day, but if I find mine getting myself into that language and into that feeling of that kind of sets the day, the tone of the day. So that's what I'm referring to when you're moving that energy to create more positive energy. Um, I got the birds, and the word that really stands out this is just anxious, just like, ooh, a lot of this going on. And I pulled the woman, and notice how she's in more of a meditative state, and she's just kind of calmed her energy down and allowing herself to be in that space. And that's kind of what spirit wants you to allow yourself to get more grounded and um, taking time to do things that are just more peaceful and calming for you. And if you are in a place, because I know we're all having wacky weather everywhere, but if you're somewhere where the weather's nice right now, if you can get out and connect with nature, go for a walk, just kind of bring it down a little bit.
Mhm.
Spirit just wants you to just take it easy. That's what I
Mhm.
have for you.
Okay. I've got a tidy house, clarity and organization.
Mm,
You, you know, when it is helpful to have your environment tidy just for your own sanity, but a lot of times in here, when we have stressful situations or um, a completely new direction that we're heading in, it we get overwhelmed with all the clutter that's in our mind and organizing what we're going to do, even through lists, through um, you can journal to get some of that out of your mind and onto paper so that you can see what you're dealing with. Um, it's overflow is overwhelm and plenty. Sometimes, you know, people say you can't have too much of a good thing, but sometimes it's you've got so much information coming at you that you feel like you're you're drowning. So, you know, be in the now. Don't be in in tomorrow. Don't be in yesterday. Be in the now, and take that that plenty and distribute it
mm,
because generosity and grace of spirit means so much to to your connection and to the planet, to everybody. Everybody's connected by that. And this one is the cosmic womb, the divine feminine. And the biggest thing with the divine feminine is acceptance. It's not pushing, it's accepting and going with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got overflow and then going with the flow. So you may be thinking having whitewater rapid kind of things in your brain, but I think by getting some of that junk out of your brain and taking those messages and pulling what you need to you and giving what other people need to them, I think just the accepting that that is what you need to do is the answer. Okay?
Right. Blessings to you, Bonnie. Um, Kathleen, I missed 2 questions. Are you good for doing three more here?
Sure.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you're good here.
Okay. But I'm going to go off camera for just a minute and answer my daughter because she's asking me something off camera. So
No
hang
worries.
on.
Go for it. I'll just do some announcements here. Let me put that away while we wait. All right. Thank you, Nancy and Jay, for reposting. Sorry, I missed that. So a couple things. What's happening this Friday? Of course, Friday morning, I have a coffee chat at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. And then Lisa and I, Spirit Intuitive Tarot, on her channel at 2 p.m. Pacific time, are just going to have some silly fun. We all could use some silly fun right now. And we're going to do this thing called Can You Sing It? So it's, we have no idea. I think we're just kind of making up stuff as we go. But we'll probably do it like if it goes well, we'll probably do it a couple times a month, not every week. But I think it'd just be fun just to kind of lighten the load because things could get so heavy
Yeah.
sometimes, you know?
Well,
And
Amy, that's like the Pictionary thing. That's just fun.
yeah,
And the I wish I could think of something. I'm no, in no way musical. People would if I set up a pay thing, they would pay me to shut up.
oh no, 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 no. We all have like and that's the thing. That's the funny thing is, like, neither one of us really consider, like, we can both carry a tune, right? But we don't consider
Right,
ourselves singers. So we're just there to have fun. And if it goes over well, then we're going to bring on other people to do this with us. So
right.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, well, see, before uh and I think this is interesting. I mean, after I had the aneurysm, before I could carry a tune, afterwards I couldn't, and I had aphasia, and
mm,
it was this doctor came in. I didn't have the type of aphasia to where that I slurred my words.
mhm.
I had the type of aphasia to where that I would say something, but it was not what I thought I was saying.
Oh,
So a
interesting.
doctor came in and he asked me how I was doing today, and I told him he would look lovely with butterflies in his hair.
Well, at least you said that and not like, how you doing, hot stuff? Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Oh, thank you, Joe G. Oh, Bonnie had thunderstorms last night. I love thunderstorms. Love them. All right. Sorry, we got off track there a little bit, but
Even
um, this is for Eleanor. So, message from spirit. Hmm. So, Eleanor, whenever I tap into your energy, it's like I always it's really cool. Like there's just there's so much that needs to be let loose and let out.
Hmm.
And it's really beautiful actually. And I keep telling all these like it's like everyone with their summer and everything coming up. I'm like, we're gonna have a bunch of wild women on the loose. That's what I feel like. All these ladies going
Yeah,
out and doing their thing. So hang on to your seat. Hang
yeah.
on to your seat.
For some reason, I don't know why, but I see. I saw a. Oh, I don't know what kind of dog it is, but you know those little bitty dogs. Um, and it was like they were in a pack, and they had the little outfits on, you know, and it was like, yeah, yeah, you know, these dogs were like, you know, nosing each other and everything, like and they were so busy, and I'm like, why do I see that? I mean, usually I see people, but this is now we're
Oh,
back on dogs
interesting.
again.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, you got the key. The key is within you, the success. You just gotta this is the present, this is the you've always had the key. So this isn't the past position, but the key is still there. You've always had it. But in the present, the moon, you're just processing, dealing with a lot of emotions. But in the future, luck is on your side. So luck is
Yeah,
there. And then at the base of my deck here, I have the heart. You just got to tap in more into your heart and feel into you, connect with you, and utilize this key to unlock all that beautiful within you.
yeah. I mean, you know, if you take the time to really choreograph what you have done, what you remember, if you took the time to really look at how far you have come,
Mm,
you would see how much of an opportunity you've had to gain everything. I mean, it's your communications are so much better than they were, and and that has led to so many opportunities for growth. You have a real zeal
mm.
for life, and walk away from that which no longer serves you. Become a student of joy, um what is it, like like know that spirit is going to guide you where you need to see those light bulb moments, where
Mm.
you need to work on. Take a lot of the load off your shoulders and let spirit do its job.
Yeah, beautiful. All right. Blessings to you, Eleanor. Okay. Oops. So we have Nancy, and then Jay's the last one. Jay wants a birthday message from his birthday yesterday. So, but Nancy, we have another dream here. Had a dream and wanted to know who Brian is. He was in the dream. Hmm.
Ryan.
Brian.
Nancy Riker.
I'm curious, did Brian have a message for you, Nancy? Or he just told you his name? Because what I'm feeling like Brian was a representation of something. I don't know if he was necessarily like an actual person. That's why I'm asking if there was a message that he gave you. And I'm not gonna, you don't have to share the message. I'm just curious if he had a message.
Right.
He just told you his name. Then if that's the case, he could possibly be a guide. But let's see here. Because I feel like he is representing something.
Yeah. Maybe he's a transient guide.
Could be.
As one
Popping
that's
in.
coming in for just a specific purpose.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like someone that's permanent, like a long-term type of situation.
Right.
Oh, he had curly hair and he was chubby. Was he a cherub? Interesting. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Eleanor.
Often.
Yeah, I think he just
You're
kind of
sure welcome.
represented something. Let's see. Where's Brian?
I see it's like he's trying to tell you to not be so serious, to not be so, not consider things so seriously. I'm just so Deanne, it's a guide that comes in to assist you during a certain time and then
That's it.
steps out. Yeah.
We have so many guides that come in and some that go out. There's some that stay with us for a lifetime. There's some that just stay for a season. So I pulled from my, because I'm really feeling like this was like some type of messenger of some sort. So I pulled from my angels and ancestors cards. And I got for you to trust your talents in changing times, the spirit fox. And learning how to work with your talents, right? Exchanging energy to create abundance. I'm trying to piece this all together here. And to be brave and honest. And at the base of my deck, I love this one, the Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. So it feels like, Nancy, that there are some things that you have not tapped into for yourself, and for you to really just be brave and honest. Yeah, the what I'm, it's just really for you to be trusting more in yourself, in your abilities, is really what's coming through here.
Yeah. I got the right use of power, to know that it's called crown games.
Hmm.
To know that you are using whatever gifts you have, whatever thing, in an ethical way. Dragon sword, protecting the future by only using the gifts that you're given in an ethical way. And then I got drifter, experiencing life as it comes, living in the now.
Mhm.
So that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I think they both go well together, and, same thing for you, Nancy. Get a dream journal. Write down Brian.
Hmm.
And Ron, I see what you Ron is so hilarious. Do guides eat at McDonald's and get chubby too? I don't think McDonald's at the top of their list there. Um, yeah, Nancy says, "Yes, was told I'm a medium and spirits show up unknown." Yeah, yeah. It felt like
Hmm.
a message kinda thing, and it could have been. It could have been a just a spirit that was just popping in to say hello to you. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But just trust and believe in yourself, I think is the overall that we both getting for you. So, blessings to you, Nancy. All right, we're gonna end on Brother Jay here.
All right. I
His
love
birthday
Jay.
reading. Yes, we love Jay. And for anybody who is not subscribed to Jay's channel, Herc213, subscribe. He is not far from reaching 500 subscribers. So let's get him
Awesome.
there. Let's get him there. Where did it go so I could post it here? J. Dag, Jay, I lost your question again. Oh, here it is.
Okay. Birthday message.
All right, there he is, everyone. Herc213. If you're not
A
subscribed,
fun
please.
birthday reading from the two of you.
A fun.
Fun
Ooh.
one. Okay. Let's see. Fun one.
Well, I gotta pull one of these.
Let's see.
Oh, thanks for posting that, Deanne. Yeah, there's his link there in the channel. We got to get you there, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let me get birthday thing. Oh, those fell right on out. There's too many. No, I'm just gonna go with them. This is what fell out for you. Oh, beautiful. Well, you know, I had to pull one of my little inner fucking peace cards for you. And I got lit. I always do this happens backwards. Sit happens. Let sit happen to you. Little silly but cute. So sit happens and let sit happen to you. And I got for you to just enjoy in the little things of just pure delight, enjoy in life. And that bird reminds me of embracing the little things in life. Taking that quiet time when it's needed for you, the solitude. Look how peaceful and beautiful that is. Relaxation. Yes, just taking a lot of time, but also allowing flexibility in your life and bringing in love. So just very peaceful, beautiful. That's a great
Yeah.
calming, soothing
Oh,
reading for you.
okay. I picked one of my spiritual AF cards, and it's beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negative shit. What's the first thing you thought of when you read negative shit? Write that shit down and take some space for it from a week from it for a week. Then you notice notice of what happens in your life. You'll probably really like the results. So there's that one. But there's also Deep Diver. diving into a task and immersing yourself in whatever you're doing is like the jeweled web of connectivity. You realize that by really honestly immersing yourself in something, it the feedback you get from that is so over the top, so great because of the fact that this one, the Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation, that is the way to do it. To reset your mind and immerse yourself into a new task. And
Mm.
then you can step back and realize how much you have accomplished, how much you have pushed this thing through. And then, after you've done it, you can kind of step back. You don't have to deep dive every time, but it's a way to get out of stagnation. So
Lovely.
I think that's pretty good.
Mhm. All right. Birthday blessings, little bro. Birthday still continues, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we love you, Jay.
Yes, we
Love,
do.
love.
Big hugs. All right. Speaking of big hugs, Kathleen, big hug for
Big
you.
hugs. Oh,
Thank you for joining me tonight. This has
well,
been a
thank you for
pleasure.
having me. I
Yes,
really
I enjoy
enjoyed it.
reading. Yeah,
Yeah, and one of these days you're gonna have to come on to my channel.
sure thing. You
And
just let me know.
I
Would
would
love to.
I
All
love
right.
I love reading with you. So
I love reading with you too.
anytime
Yeah,
you wanna anytime you wanna come on, and I hope you'll have me back.
absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you all, sending you all, giving you all big hugs too. Big hugs.
Yeah.
All right. I will see you Friday morning and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.